Go ahead, Namit. Please help us understand Shloka 2.27.
Sir, so first I would like to chant the shloka. Jaatasya hi dhruvo mrutyur dhruvam janma mrtasya cha tasmad apariharye rthe tvam socitum arhasi. So what this shloka means is, whoever is born is has to is definitely supposed to die. For if there is birth, there is definitely death. Wherever there is success, even there is failure. So the same way, if there is birth, there is death, and after birth, after death, the person takes a new lifetime. He dies, and he takes a new lifetime. So that's what I understood, sir, from the shloka.
Okay. So what does this mean to you in your day-to-day life? How do you apply this truth? Is this truth, first of all?
I think so.
You seem to be a little doubtful. Okay, what is the definition of a truth?
It is like it applies for all, and it's unchanging. Truth is something unchanging.
Yeah. So, but what is the definition of a truth? Yeah, Anita, Raditi, would you like to say?
Yes, uncle. Uncle, it's something that's same for everyone at every place and at every time.
Excellent. So now let's put the test, Namit. Whatever the statement you made, for whatever there is birth, there is death. Is it true?
Yeah, there is. It is true.
It is true. So it is not because you think it is true. It is true. Therefore, you realize the truth.
Yeah.
Do you see the distinction? When you say, I think it is true versus it is true, and therefore I say it. Do you see the difference in these two statements?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
Sir, I think it's true means I'm still doubtful, and I'm still not sure. I'm only not sure, and I'm telling others. But when I say it is truth, I'm telling with full conviction, and I'm guaranteeing that it is true.
Wonderful. Not that you have to guarantee, it is the way it is. So, for example, the nature of the fire is to burn.
Yeah.
Whether you realize it or not, whether you know it or not, that is the nature.
Yeah.
When you realize it, you can say the nature of the fire is that it burns.
Yeah.
So when you're saying that, it is not because I think a fire burns. It doesn't matter. Whether I think or not doesn't matter. Whether I know or not doesn't matter. Fire, the nature of the fire is to burn. So truth is not because somebody is saying it. Truth is the way it is.
Okay, sir.
So therefore, anything that is born, dies one day, is how existence is how nature is.
Yes, sir. Sir, and I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What does this line mean? The unavoidable discharge of your duty.
Okay. Does Anita Raditi want to share your view first?
No, uncle.
Okay. So, can you escape from this world?
No, sir.
there is no way to escape. Okay, so right now, you have a body, you have a mind, you are born in a certain family, and you have certain roles you are playing. You go to school, you are a student. You, in some other place, you are a friend. In some other place, you are a brother. So in different places, depending upon the situation, you have to do different things. As a brother, what is your responsibility? As a son, what is your responsibility? As a student, what is your responsibility? So in different roles in life, you have to do different things. So all these different things that you are doing are unavoidable. You cannot escape the fact that you are currently a student going to a school, and there is so many subjects to be learned. So if you keep on cursing, I don't like this, I don't want to do this, then you'll only feel miserable. So it is unavoidable. To act in life is unavoidable. For any being, it's unavoidable to act in life. So therefore, what Sri Krishna is saying is, realize the truth and then you act. When you realize the truth, no more you will have, when you are performing any action, you will have any kind of troubles. See, for example, you made a wonderful statement. Where there is success, there is failure. Let's say I don't realize this. Let's say my parents come and tell me, get 100 marks in the exam. And I study hard. I put my best effort. And I go and get 93 marks. And I come. And now I feel afraid. Oh, my parents wanted 100. I got only 93. What should I do? What if my parents feel very, let's say, small about me? What if my friends make fun of me? What if my relatives laugh at me? You may know that many children get into such illusion and they take away their life itself. They go into suicide.
Yeah.
Especially during 10th grade and 12th grade results, many children kill themselves.
Yes, sir. I have heard about it.
Why? Just because instead of getting some 100 marks, they got 93 marks. Now, is 93 marks less? Is 100 marks best?
No, sir. It's still good. It's still a good marks, and they can get selected for PUC college or degree college.
So life has umpteen choices. It is also not necessary that I have to be always good at math. Maybe the way my mind works, it is more tuned for music, maybe not really for math, maybe. So like that, life has umpteen choices. But what I end up getting into the illusion is that, oh, success means 100 marks. When I realize that success and failure are two sides of the same coin. Okay, I got 93. Let's say I'm good at math. Oh, I got 93. How I lost other 7 marks? Oh, these are the topics that I probably did not read properly, or while answering, I made a mistake. I hurried up and I made a wrong answer. I better be careful from now onwards. Let me now learn how I can improve my concentration and remove my anxiety. When will all this kind of thinking come? When you realize that life has both success and failure, birth and death, night and day, up and down, good and bad, all are part of life. So therefore, the one who realizes the truth while discharging the duties will no more be worried, tense, anxious, angry. So such feelings go away. Therefore, Sri Krishna is saying, realize the truth and make use of the truth. Does that bring clarity to your question, Namit?
No, sir. Then I'm not still sure about it.
Okay, so can you frame your question again?
The one which I asked before, the same one.
Yeah, because whatever the question you asked, no, that is what you are not clear, no? So ask that question. What is the question you are asking?
What does unavoidable discharge of duty mean? Of your duty mean? What does this line mean?
Can you avoid studying for exams?
No.
Can you avoid doing household work? Let's say right now you're sitting in the table and your computer is not let's say saying that there is no power. You need to get up and find out where to plug it, isn't it?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
avoid doing that?
No, sir.
Like that, in life you have to constantly act, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is it avoidable? No. Depending upon the situation, many actions are unavoidable. You have to perform your duty. So when you're performing your duty, are you doing your duty with anger, worry, irritation, tension? Say, for example, when you're performing your duty as a student and tomorrow there is an exam, then you can perform the same duty of preparing for the exam with lot of stress. Tomorrow there is exam. Will I get 100 marks? What if I don't get 100 marks? What will my parents think? What will my friends feel like? What will others do? Oh, my cousin, he got into IIT. What if I fail? All these kind of thoughts can crowd my mind, and while discharging my duty can make me feel very miserable, tense, worried. Whereas the same discharge of duty, when I'm tomorrow preparing for the exam, I can realize that what is the best I can do at this point of time? To study well. And why am I studying? To get 100 marks. But is there a possibility of me not getting 100 marks? Yes. Why? Because life is not only about success. Life also has success and failure. I've realized that. So now, but what is it I can do now? Now I can give my 100% to whatever the work I'm doing, which is studying. So by realizing the truth about the nature of life, whatever I am doing now, I can give my 100%. I can give my best. But will it mean 100 marks? Maybe not. Maybe yes. That I have no control over. Because the nature of life is, when you play a game, you can either win or you can lose. So therefore, Krishna is saying, while discharging your unavoidable duties, depending upon the role you've taken, you have many duties. As you grow up, let's say tomorrow, you become a scientist, okay? In, let's say, something related to India's defense. And let's say somebody comes and says, you leave this job, we will give you crores of rupees. You tell us what you are doing here. So you have a responsibility towards the country, towards the job you're doing. How do you perform your role? It all depends upon how much of clarity you have about life itself. So what is the truth? When you realize the truth, the way you function will be like how APJ Kalam or Homi Jahangir Baba, how some of these great scientists have are the recent movie that you would have seen, Nambiyar. So they all had a lot of...
The rocket boys.
Yes. So that is how one would function. So therefore, realization of the truth, then when you are performing your duty, you will be at peace. You know why you are doing what you are doing, and you know what it can bring. So no more you're anxious. So in that doing now, you are very peacefully doing whatever you're doing.
Okay, sir.
Can you tell me what you understood?
Sir, so unavoidable duty means we can't like ignore that duty or just leave it. So means unavoidable discharge of our duty means like discharge.
Doing it. Discharge means to do it. So you have to tomorrow write exam. That you have to discharge. You cannot
Yeah.
avoid it.
We have to do our daily activities which can't be avoided. That's what I understand.
Correct. However, when doing the duty, if you lack the awareness of the truth, the discharge of the duty becomes a pain, becomes a big headache.
Sir, because we are deriving happiness and sorrow from the situation.
Realizing that you cannot be sorrow or peaceful by the situation, but your very nature is that. Similarly, when some things in life come and go, Jaatasya dhruvam mrutyur. Things will come and go. I cannot keep on holding on to the thing, saying that it should never go away from me. So realizing that transformation is the nature of life helps you to be at peace.
Okay, sir.
Does Anita or Aditi have anything more to add or ask?
Uncle, I think not only when you are aware of the truth of why you're doing that thing, but I think when you understand that you have to do that thing in order for things to run smoothly. Like, for example, if you're doing something for society, then to make society a better place. Or if you're writing an exam, then so that you have enough knowledge as you grow up. When you understand that it is something that's required, then the burden of it becomes less.
True, true. When you know the purpose behind it, it becomes even more meaningful. Yeah, Aditi, you want to say something?
And uncle, I think when we do anything, we should do it with a positive mindset. So then, like, even if there's some difficulty, you will get through it smoothly without thinking of it negatively.
Yeah. What Sri Krishna says is not about positive or negative mindset. Therefore, what Sri Krishna is teaching through Bhagavad Gita is realize the truth of existence. See, in existence, there is no positive or negative. You are playing a game, let's say a game of chess or a game of cricket, whatever game, you pick whatever. Any game has both success and failure. Winning, losing is part of the game. So Sri Krishna is not saying you play the game only to win. He's not saying that. He's saying realize that any game has success and failure, winning and losing. For who is born, there is death. When you realize the truth, then you naturally, how you function is in the awareness of the truth. So in the awareness of the truth, you will not be thinking about positive, negative. You will naturally be aware of the truth. Then you will choose what is necessary. So just to give an example, let's say I have a glass. Imagine I have a glass and it is half filled with water. So Aditi, when you look at such a glass, what should I be looking at when people teach you, be positive, be positive? I have a glass and it's half filled with water. So what naturally comes to your mind?
The amount of water in it.
So people teach you, look at the water, be positive in life, be always positive, right? But now, with the realization of the truth, I will give you another way of looking at the same situation. When you have a glass of glass and half filled with water, I would then ask, okay, what is that you want? Do you want an empty glass or do you want a glass filled with water? Depending upon your answer, then if I want an empty glass, I have to pour the water out. So what the half water is neither positive nor negative. What I want an empty glass. So I will pour the water out. Or what I want, I want a glass filled with water. Then what I should do? Fill the rest with water. So it helps me to create what I want. So realization of the truth that, okay, this is the glass and it has half water. Then what I want empty glass. I will pour the water. What I want full glass of water. I will pour water into the glass. So it helps me to be creative in life rather than looking at life in terms of positives and negatives. Is the distinction clear to Aditi?
Yes, uncle. Uncle, I think instead of thinking of things as positive and negative, it should be done the way we want it to be, or we are supposed to get it done, and not of how your emotions think.
Correct. So that is why the guidance is given by the Rishi says, Atmano mokshartam jagaditayecha. Why am I acting in life? For realizing my true nature. And what is the purpose of my action? For the benefit of the entire world. So whatever I'm doing is for benefit of the whole. With that clarity, when I act, then I will always look at how to create that. And whatever is missing in that creation, I will be able to focus, not necessarily look at life as positive, negative. Very nice, Aditi. Anita, is there something else you would like to add?
No, uncle.
Namit?
No, sir, nothing.
All right. Then let's end our contemplation here.